I really don't like when companies send me the packaging of the hair, because I'm just like a reviewer, you know, like I don't need all these fancy fandangles. But I just had to share the packaging because it is absolutely gorgeous. It is sexy. So this is what the hair looks like, and this is your Brazilian hair. And this so the hair comes in a see-through bag in a net, in its own hair net, and each bundle came like this, as well as the closure. So this is what the curl pattern looks like. I'm just running my fingers through it. My fingers run straight through, no itchiness, no glitchiness, you know. Big up Longqi ear, the ear feel good and proper. So this is the closure. I'm a little bit disappointed in the closure. The closure seems extremely, sorry about that, that was a bike. The closure seems extremely thin, so I would have to probably going and pad it up, but I'm probably not going to. I'm just going to probably add some bundles. You'll see in the video what I'm talking about. I do like, however, especially with this type of curl pattern, that I can finger comb it or brush it out and it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So this is the weaving cap that I use, and this is their make your own wig. It's a dome style mesh cap, and this is the cap I wear underneath my wigs. It's nude, but it gives my head like a scalpy look when I put this before I put on my wigs. So this is my weaving thread. It's just any regular weaving thread, but this is a small one, and these are the needles that I'll be using. I use 2 needles whenever doing this. I know my mannequin head looks beat up and torn, but yeah. So but just what you just saw was the weaving cap that I'm now applying or putting on, and then the mesh stocking foot cap that I put on underneath my wigs. So I'm just fitting it on my dome, and I love this foam dome head so much. I'm not a fancy hair maker, so I don't have the stand. I do everything in my lap. So I'm apologizing for the lighting from now, because I had to fix something in my settings because the lighting in this room is really, really dark. So I start from the closure. I don't have anything to tack it down either, and I put the closure as close as possible to the beginning or to the end of the hat cap, sorry, and I go through underneath. Now I recommend go through underneath. I think for the other side I don't go through underneath, I go over, but I'm just going through again, and I'm going to wrap the needle around 3 times. Now this wrapping around 3 times has become something I do every single time I put the needle through, because it just creates a knot and it keeps the wig extremely secure. So now I'm just going to cut it tight. I'm going to cut it because I already created that knot. So but sometimes I actually do create a second knot. But I'm going to cut it, and then I'm going to go on the other side, and I'm going to do this on the other side again. Now I would recommend when you're doing your wigs, wow, excuse me, I recommend when you're doing your wigs to like snip away the little threads, little bits and pieces of threads, because you don't want it to get in the way. So again, I'm going at the other side, and I'm just sewing it, and then I'm basically tacking it in place for when I should sew all around, you know what I mean? Because other times I start sewing the closure going all around, and when I reach to the other part I realize that the closure is hella lopsided. So this is what I'm talking about when I say sometimes I do create the knot, and that's the knot that I just created there. My nails are done by Blessed Hands, just in case you're wondering, on Instagram. Her name is Cleopatra, but anyway, she's by Hillside Plaza. But anyway, so back to the hair. So I'm just tacking the middle, so the middle back part of the closure. I hope that makes sense. So I'm not doing the 4 corners, I'm doing the 2 at the front, and then the center at the back. That will help to to secure it down, to secure it more sensibly. I don't know, that it helps me to have it more secure and even. It helps me to evenly secure the closure for when I'm going to sew it on. Now this technique with me, as I say, just sewing in normally. Oh, this is not what I'm doing, sorry about that. So I'm just going to remove the packaging that's securing the bundles. And I like how the wefts are, and I spoke to the wefts already for the latter part of the video. For this portion of the video, I want to focus mainly on just how I make my wigs. It's simple, basic wig making. It's, yes, Papito? Where is it? So I'm just running my fingers through the hair. So I'm unraveling, like I'm pulling it, and I'm just running my fingers through it to kind of open up the curl pattern a little bit. So all my curly hairs, this is what I do, because I'm trying to lessen the chances of it, what do you call it now, tangling. So I'm first going to put the needle through the weft, and I already knotted or the knot needle. Then I'm going to go underneath the wig cap, and I'm going right at the very end. I'm not going to start from the like above the little rim, it's like the black rim, then I have the mesh. I'll go right on it, I'll go through the needle with it, then I'm going to put the needle through the weft again and through the wig cap again. Then 1, 2, 3, as I always do. Then I'm going to pull through, and by doing it 1, 2, 3 times, it forms a knot. And whenever I'm tying, I'm pulling, like when I'm ending it, so I tie the knot. When I'm pulling the knot together, I'm pulling the knot tightly so it can be knotted. 1, 2, 3. I hold the hair and the needle away. I pull the hair and the needle away from each other. Now you notice me going under sometimes with the needle, over sometimes with the needle. For me personally, it has not affected me. The truth is, it is curly hair, so because it's curly hair, any mistakes you make, it is very forgivable because the hair can poof out. Now I have some straight hair getting. Now how I construct my straight hair is a little bit more meticulous, and when I'm making my straight hair wigs, I tend to cut them up a lot because I want a flat look. And I've done the fold over method. And when I say fold over method, I mean when I get to the end of the hair or at a certain point, I fold it over and then I continue rather than cutting the bundles, because I tell you guys, wherever you cut the bundle from, it's going to shed from that area. So to minimize the initial shedding, I don't cut it, I just, do the fold over method. And the fold, I'm sorry, I don't know why my mouth is so watery. So the fold over method is coming up right now. So I've ended it and I'm going to fold over. So when I end it, I do 1, 2, 3, tie the knot. Then I am going to put it right, put the hair on top of the black rim. So that's about a half of an inch of space, and that's what we're doing for this hair. I believe in like half of an inch between wefts. There we go. Half of an inch between wefts. So I'm going through the underneath the hair, not through the weft this time. I'll go through the weft only when I'm starting the wig and ending it. For the rest, starting the hair and ending it, sorry. And for the duration, I go underneath it. So I did my 1, 2, 3. Then now I'm pulling it the thread and the hair, you see, away from each other to tighten that knot. Again, I really apologize for the quality of this. It's really, really bright and just kind of a little bit harsh. I don't know, but hopefully you guys get the technique, and this is just my technique that I use. Sometimes I attach the hair, the weft to the, what you call it again, to the closure, and sometimes I don't, so it depends.
Feels like I'm in the sky, flying over clouds or something. I don't smoke weed, but you could say I'm high on something. It's like this music is my addiction.
Alright guys, so this is my Brazilian curly from Longqi hair, and you guys saw how I made this wig. I'm just getting back into the wig and making game. I need to tweeze the top here, up here, but the only issue I have is that I wish I had put the other bundle in there, which I think I'm going to add it, because it just seems very flat to me. Like there seems like there's like a gap here, and I don't like that gap. Alright, so that's just the construction. Now on to the wig itself, the hair itself, sorry. The hair, I'm just playing with it so it can get a little bit bigger. So the hair itself is very nice and extremely soft. This is very reminiscent of Malaysian hair. Malaysian hair is very soft and it's also very light. I'm feeling light on my head. The only thing I'm feeling in my head right now is the tightness of the wig cap. I'm wearing 2 caps, a black one, a nude one. And then the cap itself that I used to sew on the wig, so I'm 2 caps plus the wig cap, so probably 3. So yeah, the hair is really, really nice and soft. I need to tweeze the top, as I say, extremely nice and soft. I love how it feels. It's just really nice and luscious. Wow, like, oh, now it's looking better. So I just had to kind of finger comb it some more so the curls can be a bit more separated and get a little bit bigger. But I love this hair. It's very nice, very nice. And it's also another AliExpress company. I'll link the information in the description bar below for you guys. I hope you guys like this whole wig making thing, because I really want to continue doing this just to show you guys how I do different constructions on my wigs and for this video I deliberately skipped out some steps because I want to include those steps in like how I end it, how I cut the lace, all that stuff. I wanted that in another video with some other hair. So yes, I'm trying to segment it. This is looking pretty good, and I love a curly hair. You guys know how I feel about curly hair. I think curly hair matches me so nicely. I love it. Alright, so I am getting shedding, and that's because I had to cut the top of the hair. So I expect to get shedding. I have to cut and then sew and then cut and then sew. So I expect to get some shedding. And so when I wash it, I'll let you guys know if it's still shedding. So remember, I know wherever you cut the hair left, it will shed from that point, that the hair will pull from that point. So keep that in mind. So if the hair is not shedding, I'm only getting some strands because I cut the hair. So whenever I wash the hair and come back to you guys, I'll let you guys know how it fares. As you guys saw, I have only one bundle left and a little bit of the, I believe it's the 16-inch. So I have one bundle left and a little 16-inch left as well. It sewed on really nicely. I like that the wefts aren't too thick, which I don't mind a thick weft at all, don't get me wrong, because the thicker the weft, the stronger I believe the hairs will stay on longer. But this weft wasn't thick at all. It was very movable. I could work with it easily. Like the needle could easily go through the thread and everything. What else? It moves nicely, it feels luxurious, it doesn't have an odor, it doesn't have a smell, it just smells like hair. What else? Yeah, I really don't have anything else to say. The length of this video is actually me constructing the wig, so this is what it looks like. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll come back to you and update your housekeeping. Also, I will also be updating you guys via my Instagram, via my Snapchat. So yeah, so that's it for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Oh, I want to thank Longqi here for sending me the hair to review. It's really good hair, you guys. This one, I haven't gotten any other textures, but this one is really good, and I'm really honored that you would choose me to even review your hair. So thank you for that, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.